Hey everybody, TJ here with another day of custom amiibo cards. Today we're going to feature a major fan favorite, Daisy from the Super Mario series. She's the princess who is always around but obviously gets a lot less love than her counterpart Peach, even though she goes all the way back to Super Mario Land on the regular black and white Game Boy that most of you weren't even alive to play. So today we're going to show a little bit of love for our friend Daisy, who recently had her own amiibo announced at E3, which obviously won't have any Smash Brothers compatibility, so we're going to get her covered with this special custom amiibo card. It's going to be one of the alternate skin versions of Peach. That's her in her Daisy gown. So for all intents and purposes, she's going to be Daisy to us. Here's where you come in. Help me establish a custom moveset to distinguish this flower girl from her toad-toading counterpart. Let's scan her into the game. Here we go! There we go. Alright, Daisy. Let's find that custom moveset. As you can see right now, they're all set to the defaults, but we're going to change that up. She has to handle a toad in some way. So our choices are, use Toad as an unwilling shield. Unwilling, I just noticed that. So Peach imposes her princessy will upon her toad people. Is that what we want in a princess? Somebody who takes her unwilling subjects that she is responsible for protecting and she holds them out as an unwilling shield? Peach, I'm disappointed in you. Dark TJ would approve. Then we've got Sleepy Toad, a counter that puts opponents in front of you to sleep, launches airborne opponents. At least in this one, Toad is not unwilling. And then the Grumpy Toad, not a counterattack, releases spores that deal minor damage. Well, for me, it's between Sleepy Toad and Grumpy Toad. I'm gonna set it to the Grumpy Toad because in Mario Kart, Daisy's got some attitude, and I think that any Toad that would have to follow her around would be a little bit grumpy. So, because of all the defeats that they've had to face against her in the sports games and the Mario Kart series. So Grumpy Toad it is. Then the Peach Bomber, that's not happening because we're not using Peach here. And then we got the Flower Bomber. Now, I like that because, as most of you know, a Daisy is a flower. And then the other one, the Flying Peach Bomber, has Peach's name in the name of the move. The Flower Bomber is the only one that does not have Peach's name, and it does have a compelling reference for Daisy in that it has flower in the name. So I'm gonna go with Flower Bomber, number 2. For the up special, the default is the Peach Parasol, so we're definitely not using that. There's the Parasol High Jump. Jump high into the air quickly, but you can't open your parasol. Okay. And then the Light Parasol. Jump isn't as high, but opening the parasol lifts you a little bit higher. I don't really have any strong draw towards either one of these, so I'm just gonna put it at the High Jump because of Daisy's athleticism as established in the sports titles. And then finally, for the down special, it's all about the veggies. For vegetable, pluck a veggie if on the ground. The veggie's power depends on its mood. The light veggie, pluck a slow-flying veggie from the ground. Can only be used so many times in a row. And a heavy veggie. Pluck a heavy veggie that doesn't go far, but can launch opponents. I'm gonna give Daisy the light veggie because reasons. So I've got my custom Daisy amiibo card set to 3, 2, 2, 2. Is that how you would set up your custom Daisy amiibo card? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you want to get your hands on a custom amiibo Daisy card, just like the one that you see right here, I have a couple extra of them available for a pledge of $25 to my Patreon account. You can find the link to this, you can find the link to the Patreon, you can find a link to Patreon in the description below. Spit it out, I finally spit it out. And I'll see you again tomorrow for another day of custom amiibo cards. Thanks for playing.